Indigenous peoples are the oldest living cultures in the world. And we have always practiced with technology, whether it's with the boomerang or whether it's with machine learning. So we're not actually new to technology, but we do have a gap at the moment in being able to access digital technologies in a lot of our communities. Not all of our communities, but in a lot of them. When digital technologies aren't created for the people that are using them, it can be really frustrating, it can be exclusionary, and it can amplify the gap that First Nations people experience in places like Australia. So designing technologies with our Indigenous knowledge, language and law embedded in the technology helps us not only express ourselves as cultural people, not only see ourselves in future technologies, but also if we do it for ourselves, we're actually making technology that works for the rest of the world as well. Businesses and governments can walk beside First Peoples, can invest in First Peoples to bring our knowledge, language and law forward in the creation of new technologies. And I think that's the most important role for them to play because our people know how to lead. We just need the support of non-Indigenous people to create the space for us to have the conversations we need to invest in our people, to be able to work and be educated in future technologies. And, I think we'll actually teach governments and businesses a thing or two about bringing forward the oldest knowledge systems in the world to their business operations and the operations of government. Indigital has been operating in the critical technology space for 12 years in Australia. And I think we've been privileged to work with 170 different communities around our own nation. And with that comes different experiences of language, different experiences of knowledge, different experiences of community organisation. We've also had the opportunity to work in metaverse technologies and more recently working in critical technology infrastructure projects. So we do have a lot of lessons from a lot of communities in Australia that we're very happy to share with our Māori brothers and sisters in Aotearoa. The one or two things that probably have been the biggest learnings for us working in Australia is that our people need to advocate for payment for our cultural knowledge systems when we're contributing to the development of critical technology infrastructure projects and to broader technology projects. For too long, our elders have felt grateful to be a part of these projects. We're really advocating and pushing very strongly back in Australia that the knowledge that our elders hold is equivalent to that PhD over there in engineering, or it's equivalent to that lawyer over there. We need to have our knowledge systems valued equally to Western professions.